Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
What's up, you guys? Before we start the podcast, real quick, I just wanted to say that there is a link in the episode description for this week for my little cousin, Javion. He's 1 year old. There's a GoFundMe for him because he was just diagnosed with leukemia a few days before his first birthday. I really appreciate everybody that's reached out and donated and shared. And if you haven't and you don't have any money to donate, please just share the link. And thank you guys so much for your support. Let's start the show. And welcome to another episode of Broad Motherfucking Topics. I'm your host, Kim Congdon, here with my co-host,
Alex Scarlato. What's up, everybody?
Hi, baby girl.
Hi, Kimmy.
How are you?
I'm good. Ugh, look at us. I miss you.
I miss you too. I tweeted I missed you. Did you see it?
I never check my tweets. Actually, it's like I owe all of our fans an apology because the way that I check Twitter on my own personal account every 15 days or so. And it's always 14 days after I got 20 tweets at me. It's like I missed the timing to respond to any of them pretty much.
Right. The joke's over at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'll hit you up on Twitter after the show if it means anything.
Fuck yeah.
I wanted to tell you, I got a message on Instagram from one of our fans that actually really meant something to me. It was pretty cute and sweet.
Another ghost uncle sighting?
No, it was a little bit nicer this time. Mm-hmm. So it did originate from a YouTube comment. So this guy said, I may have posted a comment on your YouTube account about something on your friendship with Kim Congdon, like this show won't last more than 6 months. I'm sorry about that. I didn't think about the effects of the comment, and I regret it. I will delete it as soon as I find the video I posted it on. Apologies again for any harm I might have caused.
Fuck that guy. I'll say it right now. Fuck that dude. You know how tired I am of men being mean and then apologizing after? Alex, you're new to the comment game. We've been in this. Well, how long have we been doing the pod?
2.5 years, 3 almost.
No, there's no way.
Yeah, right?
No, we haven't been doing this podcast for 3 years.
Girl, it's about to be 2021 and we started it in 2018.
No. Is that true?
I think we did.
Oh my God. Listen. The comments, the way that men have been mean and then they get called out and they apologize. It is just, that is not what that man did just now. I want him to know it's nothing special. You were just mean and got called out and then you had to apologize. Every one of these fucking rude ass, troll ass men do that. Every one of them are big pussies. The second you call them out, they're like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I didn't realize that it would hurt you. I'm just, it's like, I don't care. Stop being rude. Women are just upfront rude like that. When a woman is rude to me like that on Instagram, I am shaken to the core. It literally hurts me. When a man says something mean, it's just another day. So that guy is just another day. He doesn't even deserve an extra moment in our segment. Why would you write that in our comments in the first place? That is classic gaslighting, to be like, I'm sorry, I didn't realize. You didn't realize that saying our podcast and our friendship is going to end in 6 months would be hurtful. I think you did realize it. You just didn't realize we would say something about it.
Kim, I have a thing or two to learn from you because when I tell you, first of all, this is my first apology in the 3 years of working for Gas Digital and getting comments shitting on me all the time. This is the very first time anybody ever apologized, which is why I kind of appreciated it. But I think you also have a point because I've heard plenty of apologies in, let's say, starting 6 months back, the last 10 years before that just meant so little, absolutely nothing. It was just an excuse to be like, oh, I'm suddenly on this person's bad side. This is what I need to say to make it better.
Right.
But I think you do make a good point. But would you not prefer the apology to the non-apology, or do you just at this point not even believe that like the guy's actually learning anything from it or like going to be nicer to people in the future.
I refuse to believe a person that is competent enough to have a YouTube account and figure out how to comment doesn't realize that saying this will be over in 6 months is mean.
That's true.
I just refuse. Like, your apology was a lie. I don't know. For me, I'm like, you're not even being truthful in your apology. If you're like, hey, I'm a dick and like, I'm sad and that's why, then I'd be a little more empathetic, but you're still being a fake asshole, even in your apology. So don't apologize unless you're going to tell me the real reason. What'd your mother do? Unless you tell me what your mother did to me, I don't want the apology. Why did you do that to me?
You know what? This particular person,
whoever's listening, I want this guy to know, do you know how fucking hard it is in the industry, to be women at Gas Digital Network? You think we don't deal with sexist, misogynist multiple times a day, that we need your shitty little ass apology? Fuck you.
That's a good point. You know what? I'm talking to this person in particular right now. If I don't want to hear one word out of you ever again, unless it's what your mother did to you.
I don't want to hear anything except for why are you like that? You want to get into a good, deep conversation? You could come on the podcast. You could do, we'll give you 10 minutes on the podcast to come explain yourself.
I truly hope I get a message from this person next week that is like detailed therapy, like shit he's never said to anybody.
Actually, we should do a segment where we scope out the people that are mean in comments and we ask them if they want to do therapy on our podcast.
Specifically the people who were mean to us. I like that.
Call it troll therapy.
Okay. This sounds dangerous, but at least a good use of our Zoom format that we're stuck doing. I kind of like it.
I mean, the best part about the Zoom format is if we don't like them, we could just hang. Can't you just kick them out of the Zoom?
Not only can we kick them out of the Zoom, but we could do that warning step where we fucking mute their microphone and we have to look at them sit there trying to talk to us.
Yeah, and we go, this is our time to talk. You had your time in the comments, buddy.
It's your turn to listen.
Yeah, kill them in first on the mic. You just hear them. You don't see them.
I think we should literally invite a troll on the show next week.
Absolutely. Maybe we should invite this dude that got really mad at me on Cameo.
Yeah, I want to hear about this. I've heard little snippets and it seems bad. I think that the pandemic might be lending to incels acting out a little bit worse than usual.
Why? They're getting fucked just as much as before. Mathematically, that makes no sense.
They're not out on the street bothering women anymore. So they can, like, at this point, they used to be doing like 80% of it online, but now it's like 120% of it is online and they're going harder than usual.
That's true. Yeah, so Cameo. I'm on Cameo, right? And I'm not getting much cameos, which is the worst part about being on Cameo. But the only reason I kept it is because the best feature on Cameo.
When you check your Cameo inbox and it's all empty, that must make you kind of sad.
I just don't check it. Like, I also don't really, it's not my favorite.
It's a side project. It's like it's a thing you're doing on the side.
Pandemic side hustle. I don't know what else to tell you. If I'm not doing shows, I got to do something.
It's just like that one step more respectable than OnlyFans, where you're like weighing OnlyFans against Cameo and you choose one.
The way I'm about to just make an OnlyFans,
you'll make a lot more money and a lot more exciting shit in the inbox, I think. But yeah.
The way I am so close, you guys, I've told you for months I'm not going to make an OnlyFans. The way I'm so close to just getting an OnlyFans. I met an ugly bitch the other day that's making $100,000 a month.
Yeah, I've seen a couple girls like on TikTok bragging about the amount of money they're making on OnlyFans, who, not in a mean way or anything, but I'm looking at them and I'm like, well, I could probably clean up.
Alex, the way we could clean up on OnlyFans. Clean up. The way we can make easily at least $50,000 a month. Easily.
I don't know what to do with that information.
Easily, after taxes, are taking out 50 grand a month. I mean, enough to put a down payment on 2 houses in a month. Start buying property, change your whole, start buying property, change your whole life. Literally 4 months, buy 4 houses, rent them out, start making that money, buy 1 house with the rent money.
I know we didn't plan on discussing this today, but can we maybe have a conversation about like what our OnlyFans pages would look like if they did exist? Like, is there a route into this?
If I had an OnlyFans, I would just stop putting my thirst traps on Instagram and put them on my OnlyFans. And my Instagram would just be comedy.
So you're not actually changing the content that you're putting out. So what's the difference? It's like, I'm trying to think of an excuse to make an OnlyFans like that, where I could just tell myself it's the same content going out. What's the difference?
Yeah, just the thought of having an OnlyFans seems wrong.
I just can't decide why though. It's like, I want one. 50 grand a month I'll take half.
Minimum, I'm saying. I think we could, the girl I saw that was pulling 100 grand a month, it was insane.
Is she opening her butthole though? Like there's like a difference.
Probably.
Probably, right? Like if you're not like the greatest thing to look at ever, you probably have to open up your butthole a little bit. Right?
I think people would like to see us even in bathing suits.
Okay. I would hope, because I don't know. I don't know if it's 50 grand a month for me in a bathing suit, you know?
I think you could. You hula hooping in a bathing suit.
Hula hoop OnlyFans? Just thinking of hula hoop OnlyFans.
Listen, let's make you an OnlyFans and let me manage it for 10%. What?
You and your business mind, sister.
I should get 10 girls to make OnlyFans and manage each of them for 10%.
An OnlyFans pimp?
Yeah, an OnlyFans madame.
I'm pretty sure that, I might be wrong, but I am pretty sure that the guy who pushed Big J Okerson off stage, or yanked him off stage in Pennsylvania a couple months ago, did that for a living.
OnlyFans or pimping?
Pimping girls for OnlyFans. He was managing their accounts and taking a percentage. I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
Is that the guy? I've heard about a guy who was doing that. I think it was him. Shit. Okay. I have a pothead memory, allegedly, I think.
I wonder if it's worse to have an OnlyFans or to be an OnlyFans pimp. I think it's worse to have the OnlyFans. A pimp's just
It's nice to be behind the scenes on things. Like, that's what I like about producing, you know? Like, I'm just kind of pimping out your guys' talent in a way.
Yeah. I might fly my friend out for a photo shoot.
Me?
No, you don't want to do it.
Oh, I just forgot what we were talking about when I heard that you were going to fly somebody out.
I don't want to do it.
I forgot the whole conversation.
I heard Kim was going to friend out and you hopped on, you gay little lesbian for me.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up. I have this like, I was talking about this morning. I really do have this like deep love for people who I'm friends with. In last night, I once again, and this is not the first time I had this dream, I once again dreamt about this girl who I was friends with as a child, who I haven't really spoken to in like 10 years, and had this crazy dramatic dream that I was like invited to her wedding and she was saying hi to everybody at the wedding, and she just never came over to me, and I kept waiting for the bride to come over and say hello, and she wouldn't come over. So eventually I made the move to go over and greet her. And I followed her into a room and I interrupted a private moment with her and her new husband. And I like ran out, and that was the end of the dream. I never got to say hi to her. And it's like
friend anxiety. It's
such a like, but it's a weird, like, it's just weirdly specific for me to dream about this girl at all. It's like, what am I in love? Why am I thinking about this person from 10 years ago? Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
It's bothering me. I don't know. I
have crazy dreams like that. I've recently had a dream that one of my friends, this guy that I was seeing for a little while, that he threw a big party, and there was like, and this is like my brain in a pandemic. I just am dying to go to a big party. and he threw this huge party. And remember, and it was like it looked like the White House.
This is crazy because I'm keep dreaming about weddings and things like that too, like going to big parties.
And there recently. When we pulled up, there was like the line was around the corner, like down the street. There's people waiting in line to get into the party. And I was like, we don't have to wait in line. Like, I'm really good friends with this guy. And we go up to the front of the line and he's like, the guy's like, whoa, 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 whoa. And I was like, oh, I'm friends with insert name. And then he was like, let me go check. And then I look up and I see him in this glass house. He's on a white couch and he's looking at me waiting, like he's watching the people in the line from this couch. And he has an old white woman in his lap.
Oh God, why?
Like hot. She's kind of hot, I guess, but she's definitely like 65.
Just fucking Helen Mirren or like.
Yeah, dude, it looked like fucking who's the Devil Wears Prada? Meryl Streep, like hot Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep in his lap, and he looked over and he was like, and I was like,
no.
And all uglies were getting into the party and not me, and there was literally no reason for it. And he just kept being like, no, and I literally broke in to the party and was like screaming at him.
Why is this the same dream? The way that I was offended that my friend why would you invite me to this wedding if you weren't going to say hello? It was like, but like, I feel like I'm romanticizing friendships at this point where it's like, I just miss my friends. Like, I just want people to hang out with. I'm dreaming about like reaching for a friend and them like reaching back and we can't fucking touch each other. It's stupid.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's just our quarantine brains are sad.
Oh, it's so sad. All right, you guys, let's take a really quick second to talk about our brand new sponsor, BetterHelp. Today's episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. BetterHelp offers professional counseling done securely online. So if you feel like there's something interfering with your happiness or preventing you from achieving your goals, definitely go check out BetterHelp.
Dude, I know personally a lot of people have been going through it during this pandemic. It's been a long quarantine, everybody. I needed someone to talk to, and it's hard. You can't find therapists right now. You can't physically go to a therapist. So this online experience is perfect.
It's true. A lot of therapists are actually literally not accepting new patients because the pandemic has been so stressful on everybody that there's just not enough of them out there.
Right. So whatever you're dealing with, BetterHelp has a wide range of counselors available for you. Plus, BetterHelp is more affordable than traditional online counseling.
It's also more affordable than messaging Kim on Cameo.
That's true. Plus, BetterHelp is more affordable than a traditional offline counseling. Their services are available worldwide, and it's quick and easy to get started. Once you sign up, BetterHelp will match you with your own licensed professional therapist. Not me. Trust you. Whoa, I just had a stroke.
Not me. Trust you.
I need a therapist right now.
Not me. Trust you.
I don't know why that came out. That was so weird. That was like my mouth just picked its own word. Once you sign up, BetterHelp will match you with your own licensed professional therapist that you'll be able to communicate with in under 48 hours.
That's right. It's not a crisis line. It is not a self-help line, but it is professional counseling done securely online. And BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches. So it's really easy and free to change counselors if you need to, which is really awesome. You can log into your account and send a message to your counselor at any time of day, and you'll get a timely and thoughtful response. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions so you won't ever have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room like with traditional therapy ever again. And also, if money is tight, financial aid is available. Basically, BetterHelp wants to help you start living a happier life today. So go to betterhelp.com/topics to join the over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. New testimonials from users are posted daily. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they're recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. So go to betterhelp.com/topics. That's BetterHelp.com/TOPIX. You're going to get 10% off your first month. One more time, that's BetterHelp.com/TOPIX for 10% off your first month of professional counseling. All right, let's get back to the show.
Oh, fuck. We got so off track. We were talking about the Cameo stalker.
What about him? Seems crazy.
So fucking this dude, the best part about Cameo is people pay to message you. They pay per message. This is just me being fully transparent. Cameo might kick me off for even saying any of this, I guess. But I don't care. I think it's, they know, because they know
the person has to know what they're paying for. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that.
So $3.99 to message me on Cameo. I was like, great. So these people I've never seen before. Obviously, I ask any fan that messages me. I read the messages. I write back most of the time, unless it's like 3 fire emojis and a drool face. It's like, I have nothing to say to that.
Did you set that price, or does Cameo set it for you?
I set it.
That's, girl, you value yourself beautifully. I love $4 just to send a message.
Well, I figured Cameo gets $1 of that, so I deserve at least $3 a message.
I like this. Okay. Go on.
So this guy starts messaging me, and he goes from the beginning hard. 4 or 5 messages in a row. I was like, oh my God, I just made $15. And then so I write back, thank you so much. It starts off nice. He's a fan. Thank you so much. He loves me. Thank you so much. And literally he just continues to message me every day for like a month, all day, every day. And I would write back thank you. I appreciate that. You're so sweet. The little smiling one with the hearts around it. That's like, thanks, that one.
Okay. The emoji thing is hilarious because just having somebody spend $3 or $4 to send you a message and then you send back an emoji. It's like, if the person doesn't realize that you're not interested in talking to them at that point, that's fucking their loss. I don't know what to say. That's crazy.
And then my sister comes into town and he's like, I hope you have a great day. I was like, I'm having a great day. My sister's in town. And he sends $60 twice.
Oh, this really goes back. She was in town for Halloween.
Yes. You
are like low-key developing a relationship with this person.
That's what he thought. I was literally writing back, thank you. I would never think I was in a relationship with someone that was like, thank you, every time I gave them money.
Right. But I could almost see how on his end, this has been a fucking investment. Like, not only time, but like his paycheck.
Yes, but he knows. And for me, it's like, there's no end to game to this. This is not, I don't know if he thought that I was going to develop feelings for him.
Also, he's obviously really stupid because not that you're not one of a kind and special. You absolutely are. And you know that I think that more than anybody, but the number of women that he could do this exact thing with for free, who are going to just be polite enough to be like, thank you, but not really respond.
Right.
He could totally do this for free to anyone.
Right. And by the way, in these messages, he's always reminding me, I'll always remain respectful and just a fan. I just want to support you. I just love your comedy, blah, blah, blah.
Hold on. This is similar to what happened with the apology thing before. Anybody who you've never met, who's in the DMs in any capacity, who's bragging about how respectful they are.
Yeah.
Is a major problem, and it is extremely insecure about how disrespectful they know they could be.
Right.
I've learned that in my 3 years for sure.
But I'm also at the same time, I'm like, $3.99 a message, baby.
No, right. This is a
business. I don't know what to tell you.
This is not just the DM.
I'm a commodity. I don't know how to spell it, but I am that.
Me either.
COMMIDITY?
COMMODITY, I think. Mod, I think. Yeah, Frank says I'm right.
I don't believe him. Damn it.
So hold the podcast. Kim's got to look up commodity.
I'm that. But yeah, so then, he starts getting more brave with the messages about me being sexy. So it shifts from supporting me to being sexy, blah, blah, blah. He even a few times said something about feet. And I was like, I would write back yeah, men, I can't believe men are so into feet. Feet are kind of gross. My feet are gross most of the time. I'm not even trying to be like, my feet are beautiful.
Okay.
Arches. I'm like, wow, men are really into feet. It's fucking, you know,
I think men are so gross that he was listening to it as like, dude, you don't even know. My feet are fucking gnarly. They're crusty as all hell. You could fucking stick your fingers between these toes and get some dead skin on your hand. Lick it. I think that's what he heard because he has a penis.
Right. So then he starts getting more sexual. And recently, and I kind of stopped writing back once he started getting more sexual. I stopped like responding. And then he said something about pleasing me. And I was like, oh no. And he was like, and then I was like, I literally wrote back. I was like, hey, chill out a little bit, or I'm not going to respond anymore if it gets too sexual.
Whenever I get a message that crosses that line, I swear to God, I get a literal feeling when I'm reading it where like my stomach drops. Like I get a physical sensation where my stomach drops and my like something in the back of my brain is like, don't respond to this person anymore.
I'm assaulted. That's why, because you were just text assaulted.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
like you feel it physically. You're like, ugh.
Yep. So then he shifts suddenly. Literally, the first thing he writes back is canceled.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
And he was like, I'm deleting this whole app because you've taken hundreds of dollars from me.
This is Seth Simon, low-key.
I've taken. I found this man. I hunted him and I begged him for hundreds of dollars, according to him. You've taken hundreds of dollars, and this has been sexual from the beginning. That's what he said. I'm like, I didn't know. Like, I'm being sincere. Like, like, obviously he's into me and he's willing to pay, but they're also, what people don't understand is like, people are probably listening to this, like, you're a piece of shit, Kim, you knew what was going on. There are dudes with so much money. I know a dude right now that'll drop 10 grand for no reason. You know what I mean? And it's like, so a couple $100 for me, it's not going like, oh, I'm putting this guy out. In my head, if you have $3.99 to give away all day, you're probably sitting on money and you're just bored in quarantine.
Yeah, not only that, but this is where the actual like cultural difference between OnlyFans and Cameo comes in. It's like, if you were on OnlyFans and this were a conversation happening on that platform, you'd be like, well, yeah, I guess this was sexual from the start. Like, I kind of signed into this with that agreement that these conversations are going to be kind of sexual in nature. But with Cameo, that's not the expectation. And for a guy to hit up any female celebrity on Cameo and assume that from the start she should know that it's sexual is a little bit crazy, I think.
Right. And then, really? And then I was like, whatever. He was like, and then he started calling, and then he completely changed his tone. By the way, the first 100 messages, this dude, I imagined him like he seemed slow. Like, not
he
slow,
is. He is.
Like, he seemed like from the Midwest, just some dude sitting on a lot of oil money, like being like, I love you, Kim. You know what I mean? Like,
that's what, and he's got to be slow if he's paying $4 a message for anyone. He could send these to you on Instagram.
He wised up a little after he canceled me. Suddenly his tone went from like, I love you, I'll never disrespect you, you were the queen, to being like, canceled, you fucking fake bitch. Like, he was like, even the accent in my head changed. He was like, fuck you, you knew what this was from the beginning, you fake. He started sounding like someone who follows the skanks, like one of those comments where I was like, was he pretending to be like this sweet guy and now he's like, fuck you? You know what I mean? Like, the tone completely changed.
Well, I think that, I mean, he's almost sounds like he's like, you fucking cunt, you never loved me to begin with, you've been cheating this whole time, haven't you? Like,
and I'm like, what?
No, so he thought you guys had a thing.
So after he called me a fake bitch and was like, fuck you, fake bitch, I'm deleting this app, I just blocked him, right? I didn't say another word. Or I think I wrote back and was like, I'm sorry, you must have misunderstood what was going on. This is not a sex chat. I didn't take anything from you. You sent me messages and I responded, and I don't know what you think this was, but you know, whatever. I don't owe you anything sexual from this. And I blocked him. This motherfucker comments on our page, Broad Motherfucking Topics. Alex, Broad Motherfucking Topics.
On YouTube.
on YouTube.
They love coming to our YouTube channel. What is it? It's all these nice comments and then one troll that is so extreme that you can't even you can't ignore it. It's crazy.
No, you can't. It's a nightmare. And then he leaves a comment saying, like, beware of Kim Congdon. She's a scammer. She's scammed me out of hundreds of dollars because she promised me sexual messages. We've been speaking sexually for months, and she's promised me all these things, even on my birthday, which the thing I promised him on his birthday, he told me when his birthday was coming up, and I said, oh, if you buy a Cameo, I'll roast you. That's the thing I promised him. But in the comment, he was like, she promised me something for my birthday and then blocked me when I was going to give her money. Blah, blah, blah.
This has been an exchange of like content services the whole time. Like you're like, yeah, if you buy another video from me, I'll make you another video.
Yeah.
Like it was all comedy related. There's nothing sexual about this. This dude is just a fucking
incel. The first thing I said is that my feet get crusty. And I regret it. I'm sorry. Like I felt like I owed him a little bit of conversation, but I didn't want to put it on my feet being hot. So I made it a gross thing.
Yeah, no, I feel like that was your female brain trying to make your feet less attractive and not realizing how the male brain was going to like fucking turn the table around.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the end of that. And then hopefully he doesn't kill me. And if he's watching this, dude, just be cool. I didn't know we were building a relationship, straight up. I did not know.
Dude,
but I can't be as a professional, I can't be sexting in the Cameo app. The Cameo people that own it are probably like, this fucking slut. Imagine if I started writing sexually to people on Cameo. They see that. You know, this is not a secret thing.
I can. This is some good points you're making. Frank says for $4 per message, it better be sexual, but it's like, motherfucker, you're the idiot here. You're not on OnlyFans.
I would just not pay that.
Not you, Frank. You're not the idiot. The guy paying the $4 is like just not fucking processing the situation.
I would never pay that unless I had millions of dollars and it doesn't matter to me and I just want to and I want me to write back. If I had a crush on
if I have millions of dollars,
write back.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess. Whatever. If I have millions of dollars, if I have any kind of money where I could fucking throw $4 toward a message to somebody, I like to think that I'm fucking happier than needing to do that. Like my life is satisfying enough that I could give the money to people who I love instead. Like, holy shit.
Dude, I was so nice to this dude. He would even be like, he would message me and be like, my friendship with my friend Will, it seems like it's at rocks. And I'd be like, oh, damn, that sucks. Friends come and go sometimes.
But okay, I've noticed that's another red flag with conversations with fans. Like, I've had a few people like open up to me about their personal lives, and it's usually no more than 3 or 4 back and forths later that I've decided that they need to be blocked because it's becoming like, it's almost like it seems like they're developing a codependency on me. And I'm like, dude, you're from Iowa. I've never met you. I was being nice when you said you liked the show. And now I'm hearing all about like the deaths in your family and like, and it's heavy shit. And I'm supposed to be here for you. And I've never met you. And it's uncomfortable. Like there's obviously a line being crossed that you're not seeing, like,
right.
And then you have to be nice because you're like, oh shit.
And because you're a girl.
Motherfucker just had a death in his family. Like, right. I don't want him to come after me because I wasn't nice about it. Like, it's scary.
So listen, if you're out there and you're the dude that got mad at me on Cameo, hit me up on Cameo. Write me. We'll patch it up.
Also, if you're the dude whose mom died who wouldn't stop sending me dick pics, it's like, I was down to talk to you about the other thing, but the dick pics were too much, you know?
No.
I never told that.
Send me a butt pic the other day.
No.
A butt. It was him in the mirror and it was his little butt in the back.
Did I ever tell you about the guy over the summer? It might have been in August. He wrote the words pathetic loser on his stomach, but I can't remember. I think he might have literally put in the effort of writing the words backwards so that they read correctly in the mirror.
That's effort.
And he took a photo of his fucking shitty body and his penis like half hard in the mirror with the words pathetic loser written on him.
I love that.
Yeah, I loved it too, but I blocked him immediately.
That one you could have scraped out a couple hundred of. Listen, you need to work. It's quarantine.
Damn it. I could have. I missed an opportunity.
Oh, fuck. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm on
Men
him.
are wild. I have a boyfriend. I have to come out. I'm coming out to the podcast. I've had a boyfriend for like 2 months. And can I tell you, I've been insecure. This is some fucking real, only like a girl could feel this way type energy. Mm-hmm. I've been insecure about telling our fans that I have a boyfriend because they started loving me so much more when I became single over the summer. Like suddenly everybody's like nice to me because I'm single. And I'm like, I don't want everybody to stop being nice to me just because I have a boyfriend. Because it hasn't even been like people hitting on me. It's just people not being nice.
Right.
And I've been insecure about saying it because I just feel like that's...
No, it's time to say it, sister. You got a boyfriend.
But is that not the way that men are? That they're like, I used to listen to this show because they were both single, but now that I found out one of them has a boyfriend, I stopped listening.
Go. If you're listening and you don't want to be here, go.
Go. I have a boyfriend.
Bye, skedaddle. Our real fans are sitting here laughing their asses off, enjoying their days with that. Personally, if you don't like it, get the fuck out. I don't want you. If you don't like me, get out. Go.
You know what? You're right. And if you do like us, stay. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about my new lifestyle.
We love you so much. Please, we need you.
Guys, don't leave. Seriously. But yeah, I've been having so much fun. Last weekend, he brought me to the Hamptons for the weekend to just chill and do work there. And I got to spend...
He's rich.
He's wonderful.
Oh, he's fucking rich. This is why yo ass don't even need an OnlyFans. Just kill him. Marry and kill.
No, he's so sweet. Okay.
Marry.
I got to spend the whole weekend there in a onesie, eating fruit by the foot. I didn't put makeup on once.
Only you can make the Hamptons so trashy.
Didn't put makeup on once, and he wasn't mean to me about it at all. Oh. I kept apologizing. I was like, wow, like it's rude of me to like not even touch my face with a makeup brush this whole weekend that you've brought me here. And he was like, no, it's okay. Just being cool. Just so nice. So nice.
Do you love him?
I mean, Kim, he's the best. The way that like we'll have a sleepover and my feet won't touch the floor before there's coffee in my hand in the morning.
He's so much better than your last boyfriend. I've got to say it.
He's wildly better. It's wild. I'm trying not to compare too much because like there has been
fruit by the foot in the Hamptons. I don't know. There sounds like there's so much better food in the Hamptons than fruit by the foot. I got to tell you, Alex, the whole story was really nice besides that part.
I wanted fruit by the foot, Kim, and he got me what I wanted. That's the whole
shit. Sounds like you're getting other things by the foot too.
No, but like also another reason why I haven't talked about it on the show is that like I think I was feeling insecure because like so I was in a relationship for 10 years and immediately was like, I need a break from this type of shit. I'm going to take things so slow. I'm like, you know, if I hook up with somebody, it's just going to be like for fun, that kind of thing. And then like my new boyfriend like showed up in my life. And over the course of like a couple weeks and months, I'm like, damn it. I don't know if I'm like ready for a whole new thing, but also this person is so suited to like what I've been thinking about wanting that it feels like it'd be stupid to like just push it off. Like it was like wasting an opportunity. But now I'm like a few months in and I feel so much better about it.
You don't even feel like you missed out on like being single or whatever.
No, not really.
Great. It's the same
at all, actually.
When you're single, you're just like fucking a dude that you want to be your boyfriend until you find a boyfriend.
That's what I was thinking, right? Like isn't that what it is? Like what is being single? It's just
I'm never single. I got to tell you, I feel like I've never been single. I'm always either sort of talking. I'll go a couple weeks, but even then I have like guys that I see.
I was fully single for like 5 months, but it was the quarantine months. Like I broke up like the day before the city shut down, and then the city shut
That
down
was
for
the
like,
time to do it.
it was great. It was that was good timing. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, things are going so well.
I love that he's rich.
I mean,
I'm so happy for you. That's literally a freaking mother's dream.
there's more positives, Kim. It's like I have so much work to do all the time. Like I'm constantly working, and the level of support, like just like, yeah, no, get it. Like, don't worry, don't even look at me until you get it done. Like,
and you're probably so traumatized from your last relationship because your last boyfriend was such a fucking douchebag that you're probably like, I'm sorry. Every 5 seconds, you're like, I'm sorry. And he's like, stop saying sorry. And just, I literally remember my first boyfriend after a relationship like that, where I kept being like, sorry. And he'd be like, why do you apologize so much? And I'm like, I used to annoy my last boyfriend. And he'd be like, I don't know. I like you.
There's so much of that. And it's been like such an amazing thing to like be myself around him, because I didn't realize how little I was doing that with my ex. Like there were no like bits. There was no like me doing voices and shit, which is honestly 90% of my personality once you really get to know me. It's just so nice to like be fully whatever I feel like being and have this person like me for it. It's
so
nice.
I want to meet him.
I want you to meet him. And for our bigger fans of the show, I'll say that it is the guy who I was dating when we did Guys We Fucked, the guy who Corinne almost hit on at Skanks before she realized.
Yeah, so you know he a winner.
You know he a winner. I swear to God, that was one of the factors where I was like, maybe I should keep him around. Like he literally caught Corinne's like attention, and I think that that's literally a sign of being a good guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and just the fact that like another like a successful like woman looked at him and was like, ooh, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like the particular things that she noticed about him. She was like, oh, wow, a man at Legion of Skanks who's paying attention to the show and not watching all the hot girls walk by. That was what she said about him.
So good.
I was like, oh, nice. I like it.
Yeah. I'm just, I'm on fucking stupid single Hinge. You're in a great relationship. You're so happy you're going to be married. Are you going to get married?
I don't know. It's funny. My mom had the audacity to ask me that a couple days ago. And I was like, Mother, it's been like 3 months.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, sometimes the relationships that are real, those like happen fast. Like I know people that have been married after a few months and they've been together for 15 years. Well,
my concern, I'm just like trying so hard not to think about anything like that, just because I feel still like it's like I spent 10 years with somebody who was so bad for me that like I don't even trust myself at this point.
You're like, let me feel this out real quick.
Yeah. I don't trust myself to think about marriage at all just yet because of it.
Have fun. This is your first fun relationship.
Yeah. So. Like I was so wrong about who I thought I wanted to marry at one point in the past that it's like I'm embarrassed of it still. Like I don't even want to think about that kind of thing.
Well, I remember at one point, like we were talking about like I was like, you should be single. You shouldn't be with this guy. And then you just still were for another year. And I was like, that year went by so fast. That's another year down, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it goes. If you're in a relationship right now and you've been thinking about getting out of it more than you've been thinking about not, you should get out of it. This is your sign. If you've been looking for a sign and you're listening, this is your sign.
Dude, it will be the best thing you ever do. And it's really shitty and hard at first, obviously. Like you have all of those like thoughts of like, what the fuck is my life going to be after this? But it's not going to be you thinking about getting rid of somebody all the time anymore. It's just going to be you doing what you want. It's infinitely better.
Yep. For sure. Get out of it.
But tell me about Hinge, honey.
Hinge is the worst. I mean, actually, Hinge is my favorite out of all the dating apps I've ever used.
That's what I've heard a bunch of people say, that like if you're going to use one, Hinge is the least painful one.
Yeah, it's the one that you're like, fine, you know. None of them are great. Hinge is good. I can't even tell you why it's good. I kind of like that they have like they do the swipe thing like Tinder. You can swipe or you can match or not match, but like they do questionnaires too. So when you see someone's profile, here, I'll show you a profile. Let's see. So I open up Hinge and this guy, Bill, that I matched with. So this is Bill, you see? It starts off like this, and then it does like my dirty little jujitsu fingers. It does questionnaires.
Okay, that's already a
So
sign
he'll answer a question.
Wait, who is Bill?
I know, Bill's so fine. He just messaged me.
Bill is handsome.
I know. Look how cute he dresses.
Yeah, I like his photos. He's got tasteful photos.
I'm weirdly attracted to. Uh-oh.
No, get rid of him. Feet.
No, I like a foot massage. I don't mind a guy that likes feet.
Oh, the way that he put 3 E's in the word feet, he's a little too excited.
I don't mind.
He wanted you to read it drawn out like that, Kim. He wanted you to go, feet.
Well, he wrote empathy twice. My greatest strength, empathy. And then the second time, something that's non-negotiable for me is empathy.
See, Frank thought it was funny to follow the word empathy in large text with a giant shirtless picture of him at the gym.
He's pretty hot though. And then they'll do a video.
Oh no, look at those little they give you little video snippets. It's like a gif of the person.
Really, like the way they move, the way they blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Like
Hold on. Kim, I only saw that for a second. Did I see him do a little something with his tongue in that video? Am I crazy?
I think so. Look.
What is in his mouth? That was hot. He looks great.
I don't know. He's really hot.
Okay, we've had
pretty hot.
I need to pull the curtain back. That right before the show, we had a conversation about what we were going to talk about today, and a main focus was going to be how ugly men are on dating apps.
A lot of them are ugly, but the hot ones all get taken really quickly. Look at this one.
Yeah, these motherfuckers proving us wrong right now. But, never mind.
This is why Hinge is good though, because Hinge, once you start matching with people, it picks up on the facial algorithm and it starts putting you up with people that look like I think what it does is like if another girl matched with him, it'll give me the other dudes that she matched with as well because we have the same type. You know what I mean?
Nice. And it's also like putting you in direct competition with these other bitches who like the same type of guy as you. I kind of like that.
The way me and Emily are matching with the same dudes, it's a problem now. I'm like, Emily has this new thing where she likes black guys now. And I'm like, this is an issue with our friendship. We can't just both I liked it when you like Spanish guys and I like black guys. That was a fun time for me.
I mean,
now she's starting to like the guys that I like. And I'm like, you know what? Back off.
Can you not find 2 black guy hot best friends?
No, we can. And the thing that's really good about me and Emily is we're both so completely opposite that it's either they like one of us or they don't.
You'd pick one or or let them pick. Yeah, sure.
Right. Sure. I mean, the guys are pretty hot. This is the guy I went on a date with.
Okay. How'd it go?
Great. It was really nice.
What'd you guys do?
Well, there's nothing to do because everything's shut down. Look at that. Look at his body.
I like that they let you do little gifts. This guy's just dunking a basketball.
So cute. A travel team. It was great. We literally just picked up drinks at 7-Eleven and just like chilled and talked at my apartment. There's nothing, literally the town is a ghost town past like 8 p.m. You're not even allowed to be out.
There's like a curfew?
Yeah.
That actually sounds like a fun date.
Yeah, it was really cute. And we just literally hung out and talked like humans do. That
sounds better than most first dates that have like a high pressure situation at like a full dinner.
Right. Yeah. Chill. We even were like, you know what? We won't even get the drinks. We'll make the walk to 7-Eleven because that'll be like part of the.
I like that. That's really cute.
Yeah. Because I didn't want to just like have it and be like, all right, let's drink. I was like, let's go get it. We'll go for a quick walk.
So I watched a Tinder date go horribly wrong like 2 weeks ago.
No.
It was just because of the same situation. Like, I don't even know how people are functioning on dating apps with there being nothing to do in the world. Like, so I was at my boyfriend's place, and it's actually kind of nice. He has like a lot of friends from high school, like female friends from high school that he's retained, who now I'm like becoming friends with. He just had like a little gaggle of bitches for me to be friends with. I kind of like it. No, I see that jealousy in your face, Kim. Relax.
Gaggle of bitches, huh?
Did you think I was going to be alone forever?
Keep going.
So, one of his close friends was coming over, and she had like forgotten that she set up a Hinge date that night and still wanted to hang out with us. And we were planning to like go like make a little bonfire or whatever. So we're like, yeah, bring your Hinge date along. It'll be fine. We'll make a bonfire.
Oh no.
But then I took like a little nap, and I woke up, and everybody who was at the bonfire just decided that it wasn't the night for it, and it was over and done with. And like just then she showed up at my boyfriend's house with her Hinge date, and we were like, oh, I forgot. I had also taken a half a tab of acid right after my nap.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she shows up to his house with her Tinder date, and we're like, well, the bonfire was canceled, so I guess it's just the four of us. and I'm on acid. My boyfriend is like already drunk. She's there sober. This guy and her just met 15 minutes ago, and we're all in my boyfriend's attic trying to think of something to do.
No.
The way that it was a nightmare, like 45 minutes later, I'm doing bits like in voices. I'm like a hillbilly philosopher looking up at the sky being like, how come is it that I got to look up at the sky, stupid enough not to know what's happening, but smart enough asking all these questions?
Which is a really good point.
He's smart. He's just uneducated. Anyway, right. The night is falling apart, and this poor girl... This poor girl is just trying to keep things together, but I'm like,
is he cute? Did she think he's cute?
He was cute. Everybody knew he was cute. Like we're like, this guy might be a catch, but things just me and my boyfriend were way too ourselves. Like we were too just comfortable. And this guy,
you guys showed how the sausage was made a little too much, huh?
We really showed him the type of people that his date is friends with, and I definitely think it scared him off for good. And I think that she's mad at both of us since then.
Really?
Yes.
Well, it's like that's not your problem,
dude. We were gonna go to a bonfire. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Sounds like the plan just didn't go as planned.
I'm sorry I dosed before you guys got here.
Oh my God. Wow. Incredible.
It was bad. Yeah. It was entertaining though.
Oh my God.
Like the vibe was like, if this guy was really the right guy for her, that night would have drawn him in and they would be dating forever. So maybe it was okay, you know?
Right.
I don't know. I feel bad about it.
Maybe you saved her and she doesn't even know from something.
Maybe. Or we just cock blocked hard. I don't know. One or the other.
Let's pretend you saved her. I got gayfished.
What is that?
I got gayfished.
By a lesbian?
No, even worse. By a gay. No, truly. I was taking a yoga class, right? Mm-hmm. And there's this dude in my yoga class, this gay dude in my yoga class. And like, we hang out and he's like cool and like a girlfriend, like literally like the typical gay friend. And
the type of guy. Yeah. I can always sense a gay friend by having this extreme level of comfort with them immediately, where you could just fucking tell that there's no sexual tension. It's just a vibe in the air that you're like, this guy's not looking at me like that. And I want to talk to him because of it.
Exactly. And we've taken like 4 or 5 yoga classes together. And after the last one, he was like, he was like, what are you doing for lunch? And I was like, oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll get something. He's like, let's go get lunch. And I was like, cool. I have a friend. And I'm like, so excited. And I get
also, there's something particularly exciting about a new gay friend. Like, you just don't even know where things are going to go.
Well, it's exciting because like, it's finally a man you can truly be friends with.
Yeah.
And as women, we just want to be friends with people. Like men don't really care about being friends with us. The thing is, men don't really like us. That's the big secret no one knows. They actually don't like us that much. But we like them, and that's how the world works. And so we get in the car and we get to lunch, and he starts slowly. This is where it gets scary. We finish lunch. Everything seems normal. And then he's like, I'll drop you off. And I'm like, okay. On the way home, he starts slowly, revealing that he is not gay. And I just had a date, I think.
How does one slowly reveal that they're not gay?
Just by like, I started noticing he was way too, literally just by like how you treat someone when you want to get to know them. He's like asking me all these questions about my relationships. He's like asking, like, it seems like more than what you would talk to if you were just trying to be friends with someone.
Okay.
It wasn't like, it was small talk, but like dating small talk almost.
Okay. And also he never said he was gay out loud during yoga class.
No, this was my mistake.
Okay.
Then he starts also, this is where it gets weird. In the car, slowly reveals that he knows who Lewis is.
Oh, so he knows who you are.
Yes. Not only did he gayfish, he fan-fished me.
Oh, no.
And I'm in this man's car now.
The number of times Frank...
him my home address to drop me off because I thought I had a gay friend, and it's just a straight fan. So if you're listening to this, stop.
I love the number of times Frank has typed oof into this chat. I want to elicit more oofs from Frank. That's
how you know it's good. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
So wait, this
is how I knew something was off. God, I hope he doesn't hear this podcast.
No, he does hear this podcast. He's listening right now because I feel like
right now, when I see you in yoga, pretend you didn't hear it. This is what we're going to do as humans. You're going to pretend you didn't listen. I'm going to pretend you didn't hear this.
This guy came up with a game plan to fucking date you. He was like, I'm going to come in like a friend. Yeah. I'm going to give her what she needs at first.
I'm going to be the gay friend she needs.
Ooh.
This is how I knew things were weird. When he brought up Lewis, he brought up BYM. And he brought up Bisping, and then he was like, this is what he did. And this is where this is that moment in the Lifetime movie where the car locks go and they disappear, and you're like, he brought up Bisping, and then he goes, and what was his co-host name? Luis?
No.
And I was like, this lying motherfucker.
Not only that, but you know what? That was him trying to get you to love him. He was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fuck up Lewis's name. Not only am I going to forget the J, I'm going to fuck up the entire pronunciation of his first name to get on her good side.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, so you've heard of it? And he's like, yeah, a little bit. And then he kind of backtracked a little, and I was like, oh, I need to... And from then on, I was like, this has got to end. And I haven't officially broken up with him yet. I don't know how to do it because now we've been on a date, and I think he thinks we're together.
So did you finish out the date after this, or did you
this was happening on the way to be dropped off. We had a quick lunch.
You didn't realize the date had happened until it
was over, and he came out as a fan and a straight.
That's so embarrassing. Did you start thinking over the conversation of lunch, being like, how much did I give up to this person? Like, what can he put on a Reddit page about me?
No, I don't give that much to strangers. No.
I just wouldn't trust
Well,
I would hate to know that I just had a conversation with a fan and I didn't know that they were a fan. I just not knowing how much they know about me is like, you're not, now this isn't
I'll tell you
equal.
this right now. The last guy I dated in Florida, I dated him and he knew who I was and didn't tell me, but he was not a fan. He knew who I, like, he
didn't
was
like your comedy.
He didn't think I was funny. No, like he was like, he didn't seek me out. He was like, oh, this girl, I kind of found him. We just matched. I messaged him first when we matched. And then he was like, cool, this girl that I know about messaged me. And he was always very cool about it and like
upfront about it. Not
he
like
wasn't a comedy fan. He was like someone who had heard of me.
Right.
And that's it. But this is like this seems like a different thing. And then it's like, it fucks me up. I'm like, I can't imagine like being like a big celebrity and like the level of trust you have to have for a stranger because you don't know who's really likes you.
Yeah, no, I would lock myself in my house. I would trust only the people I knew from before I was a celebrity. And I'd just be really nice to them.
It was a sad day.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Guys, men, you have to know if you come off a little bit gay, okay? It's something you need to know about yourself so that you can not be doing this to ladies. It's rude.
Well, you should, I mean, one of the first if you are even a little bit effeminate and you don't want a girl to think you're gay, you have to make that obvious. You have to be like, my ex-girlfriend. You have to say one of those words. You have to bring up an ex-girlfriend. You have to say, you think Britney Spears is hot, whatever you got to do.
You know who did this? You know who did this wonderfully?
Who?
Tanner. Tanner did this really well. You know Tanner. Yeah. Tanner came to Gas Digital with his little effeminate self.
Okay.
And started talking about his girlfriends. And we got to work it out for ourselves. We were like,
I never thought Tanner was gay once.
I thought Tanner was gay. I used to actually sexually harass Tanner because for a little while I didn't believe he was straight and I wanted the proof. So I would like kind of sexually harass him a little to see if I could get anything out of him.
Yeah.
Turns out he's just not attracted to me.
He's not a fan of you.
He's just not a fan.
Oh man, that's so funny. Well, I think we've done it this week, Alex. I have no more to give to you guys. I've given it all.
I guess that's it.
Oh, so fun. You guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode of Broad Topics. We love you so much. If you haven't, please give us a 5-star rating or any rating you'd like that you feel we deserve, but we want the 5, and a good review, and subscribe on YouTube and subscribe on iTunes and go to Gas Digital Network and use promo code TOPICS.
Actually, I believe until the end of the month, you could use promo code TOPICS30, TOPICS30, and get a 30-day free trial instead of a 14-day free trial.
Oh,
do it. Now's the time. What are you waiting for?
That's huge.
You could watch all of our backlogged content. There was a time that we were doing this show without Bobby and Frank's eye on us as producers. And the way that we overshared, it's like, go back and listen.
Yeah. Go to the episode where we both got laced and I cried. Embrace the lace. Check that out. That one's one of the most incredible ones. The shit cave.
Oh, the shit cave, man.
Episodes we've ever had when my mom came on, one of the most incredible episodes we've ever had. We have a lot of really good stuff in those old episodes. We'd love for you guys to check out and hit us up with. And follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, on Instagram at Kim Congdon, on TikTok at Kim Congdon. Alex, where can they find you?
You guys could follow me on Twitter and Instagram at I am Alex Scar. And yeah, we appreciate all of our listeners. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love you all.
Love you.
Yay. Bye.
Yay. Bye.